Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and today we were in Pittsburgh Airport. We're flying back home to Florida today, and we had a great time of events here in Pittsburgh and Cleveland. But I was thinking about what I could talk about on my show today, and I got to the airport early so I had time to post a show, and I saw something very interesting. I've been talking in my lectures for quite a while now about how we dress, how it affects our health, and you're going to be seeing some lectures like this or some on my show in the near future. But we look at what's the #1 alternative health doctor that we support today, and it's actually chiropractors. And why? Because ladies, and some men, but mostly ladies, when you walk around on your high heels all day and on your tippy toes, obviously you're going to get a sore back. And this is what people do on a regular basis. You know, I'm not just talking about diet today, I'm talking about health. And one of the worst things you can do for your health is wear high heels. Now, emotionally and spiritually, it's definitely not healthy. But most of you that aren't looking for that, from a physical standpoint, high heels is not healthy. It does not produce health when you're sitting in a chiropractor's office with a bad back. It's crazy that anyone would think this. Now, if you truly knew the history of the high heel, you certainly wouldn't be wearing it. Well, you want to know the history? Well, in the United States, it came from the prostitute houses in Paris, and that's how, you know, we got it in the United States. But even before that, it was known in China. People were identified, the prostitutes were identified by wearing high heels on the street, and even prior to that, you know, high heels were worn in brothels, so the people couldn't run away. The prostitutes couldn't run away from their people captive. Now, ladies, you know, you don't need to wear high heels. Men, you definitely don't need to be wearing high heels. Be careful out there because, you know, if you want to be healthy, you know, the chiropractors aren't covered by most health insurance out there, so be careful with the high heel. I know a lot of people, especially women, have an obsession with that. There are some things I'll never try to understand, and that's the obsession that women have with purses and shoes. So I'm not talking you out of wearing shoes, lady. I'm just telling you, for your own health, reconsider the size of your heel. I mean, I was in Las Vegas airport recently, and I mean, the way these girls were running through the airport with these high heels, they must have been one of the people in Cirque du Soleil or something, because I could not figure out how they could balance themselves with these things. But ask yourself, why are you wearing these high heels? You know, because it's really not something that, you know, looks healthy and doesn't look comfortable. So just question that, ladies, and check this out. Here I am in the airport, and I just ran, they have a little museum in the airport, and I'm going to show you a little clip now of what I just saw. The first high heels used in a movie house in the United States in 1905. So check this out. Alright everybody, this pair of shoes here, it says here, I'm in Pittsburgh Airport, and they have this little museum in the airport, and it says what we wore, hard hats to high heels. And this here is a pair of high heels, and it says it was the first, you know, worn, it says exactly, these shoes were worn, the first worn by the world's first motion picture house, the Nickelodeon, in 1905. Take a look at those high heels. Take a look at those. And yet we wonder why we have so many problems with our backs today, and so many people support the chiropractors and everything else. That's crazy. That was 1905, and today it's even worse. Now, lucky for you ladies, I don't have a chance to go to a shoe store and talk about these or show you the shoes that are worn today, but just look down on most of your feet and you can see how crazy it is. So here we are in the airport. Here's a 9 West store, and right in the window we see, in the airport, because you never know when you might need high heels in the airport, we see several pairs of shoes of these high heels. Look at that. How in the world do you ladies walk in these? Unbelievable. Oh wow. Those high heels. Check it out at 9 West. Look at these high heels. Turn to the side. Wow, those are some high heels. Is it easy to walk in those?
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow, okay. That's in the airport here at 9 West. Great. Alright everybody, one of my favorite shoes is Crocs, and I wear these all the time, and I'm in the airport and there's a store that's selling Crocs, and it's just wonderful. But you know, I asked the lady who works here if they have high heels in Crocs, because this was just a really flat shoe pretty much for a long time. And she just showed me they have two types of high-heeled Crocs. They have these high-heel Crocs. Whoops, I'll fix that. Okay. And then they have these high-heel Crocs. So we can't get away from the high heels. Even with these flat Crocs, we have them in high heel form. But I recommend you stick to the flat ones. But if you have a high heel obsession, even Crocs come in high heels today. All right, everybody, there you have it. That's one of the craziness of people walking on stilts, high heels, and then they actually complain that they have a bad back. Absolutely crazy. If you want to keep your chiropractor in business, go wear some high heels. But if you want to be healthy and you want to have a good back, get those high heels off and go get your pair. Go walk barefoot, even better. But if you don't want to walk barefoot, get yourself a pair of sneakers or something like that. All right, everybody, I'm about to get on a plane and heading over back to Florida. This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show saying have a great day and a great raw life. All right, if you ever get out to Pittsburgh Airport, this is what you'll see. You'll see a statue here of Franco Harris making his famous catch during the Super Bowl. And then you check this out. It's George Washington, a statue. And this was actually his first, it talks about on May 28, 1754, here in Western Pennsylvania, 22-year-old George Washington shot his first, the first shot to start the French-Indian War. So that's pretty cool. There's a statue of him. But that's how you know you're in the Pittsburgh Airport. It says, I've been here many times, and every time I pass, I see these relive a few classic battles. So that's that. And note that Franco Harris is not wearing high heels. He's not wearing high heels. And he had a good back. George Washington, on the other hand, he's wearing somewhat high heels, but not as big as other people today. He wouldn't be able to do battle with it if he did.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.